to the GER Centre, Perth, Scotland, for the Mercure City of Perth Masters 2018. And the feature game will be between Team Baumann and Team Morozumi of Japan. And it's the B Road final. Teams just taking to the ice now to play the draw the shot challenge to determine who gets last stone advantage in the first end. It will be Baumann playing the yellow stones, Morozumi the red. And I'm Ken Edwards, and I'm joined by Alan Chalmers for this B final. So Alan, how do you expect this one to shape up?
Evening, Kenny. Well, hopefully good game. We've got two teams that have struggled their way along the B road, so they've had plenty of ice time all day. This is, I think, their third or fourth game of the day for some of them. So they should be in good form. They should know the ice, and I'm hoping they'll get lots of stones in play this time and a good, exciting, attacking game. Winners progress to the Sunday quarter-finals. Losers have yet another game to play tonight, so there's a big incentive to win this one.
Yeah, for sure. If you do drop down into the C road, it's a long way to make the quarter-finals. So there we see the Japanese skip, Morozumi, just about to play his draw to the button. This has replaced the toss of the coin.
Yeah, it's a skill-based way to determine the toss now, and it's used both in knockout curling and in the World Championship or Olympic round-robin sections as well. So it's become a real skill as well, drawing the button either for hammer or for the last stone draw averages. It's a big skill set now. It's important. So this is Morozumi's real stone in the practice, in the draw the shot. A little offline, a little high.
Yeah, a little heavy as well.
Yeah, I think his line would have been good with the right weight, but he's put it just at the back of the 8-foot circle there.
So yeah, just measuring the stone, how far it is from the centre. Now it will be Team Germany and Alexander Baumann to try and draw inside that one to take last stone advantage. Sporting a rather colourful hat for this game.
I suppose if he's been on the ice all day, his body temperature's maybe dropping down. Anyway, we shall see whether that affects him or helps him. So this is just his sighter. This is the one he does as a practice.
Yeah, both teams get one practice throw. Just to understand how quick the ice is running, how the ice is pulling, how much curl there is. If you just throw another one of them, he will get last stone advantage.
I think the ice has been pretty uniform all weekend. Same draws, same weights. Shouldn't be too much of a surprise to them what they were facing tonight.
So playing the out turn for a right-handed player, that's a counter-clockwise rotation.
One bleiben.
Mach sauber, sauber.
One bleiben, yep.
Yeah, this one looks nice, Alan. Just
Quite
keeping
safe,
this
I
one.
think.
Yeah,
Quite
just keeping
safe.
this one clean.
No panic. It's just going to be right onto the tee line. Well drawn. So, formalities over. Germany will have the last stone in the first end.
Good game.
Good game. Good game. Good game.
Good game. Good game.
Good game.
So there we see Team Baumann. There's the lineup. Looking rather happy about this B Road final.
It's a very close camera. I think give him a bit more room.
Yeah, Team Morozumi. They're also up for this game.
Hi, viel Spaß.
The players are mic'd up, so we'll hear some of their conversations. I'm afraid I've not got any Japanese translation skills, Kenny.
Well, neither have I,
You
to be
see
honest.
these guys more than me. You must know a little bit about what they're saying.
We see these guys out in the tour. They do spend a lot of time in Europe and out in Canada. And this is Kazuki Morozumi, the lead.
See how attacking they're going to be.
Yeah,
Start with one in the forefoot, do you think?
I think we'll see
15秒。
Short to the
Morozumi
match. Let's go in for it.
throw a short one. Yeah, great stone placement. So straight away, Alexander Baumann going to ask his lead player. Sebastian Schweizer.
Vorne auf.
Viel Platz.
Hat Platz.
Sehr viel Platz.
So do you know the ice down here? They've played the out turn rotation for the draw the shot challenge. So
Yeah, this one's just, he's overthrown a touch. It's a bit heavy, which is why it's not taking the draw. Certainly the games I was covering earlier in the week, Kenny, as soon as you're up on the up weights, the draw wasn't there in the first couple of ends. But, I think that one's not drawn because he's thrown it too heavy. I think that was more than that. It's a chance for Japanese team to attack a bit here. There's a good guard in place and a free house, so hopefully get this one in nice and close to the button.
てっちゃん。
ロック
変だ。
7。
おお。なんか変だわ。おお、そのままでいいや、そのままでいい。全然だね。すげえ滑ってる。14.4。
yeah, that one just not curling either, Alan.
No, just maybe too much ice for the early ends. I think that certainly maybe by the time they're playing this at the end of the game, that would be the right ice to get to the button. But with the crisp ice, it's over. It's not curled. It's gone too deep. And less pressure on Sebastian.
Yep. Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
All 8 sheets are full again tonight, so we've got 6 C Road games. These guys are on their last chance. Any loss here and they'll be out and home tonight. The 6 winners will carry on and play the guys who lose this semi-final, this final of the B Road, and the other B Road, the final that's on. So for those that don't know, triple knockout takes some getting used to, and on the permutations and the game schedules. And
Yeah, sure. It's
just keep winning.
yeah. That's the main thing is don't lose any more than 3, and you're still in.
Okay, it's hit and roll out by Morozumi team there, so Baumann team can start maybe doing some clearing up. They're a bit worried about that one being such a good guard. I think they'll try and move that.
Yeah, so this is Ryan Sherrard. Canadian based in Munich.
I was going to say, I think he's got some Canadian heritage, isn't he?
Yes, he actually won the Canadian Juniors a number of years ago.
Okay, that's good.
Was the skip of actually that team, so a little surprised to play him, see him playing further down the rink.
Lots of experience to bring through, and not too sure where the nearest ice rink to Munich could be. Down to Füssen or Oberstdorf, possibly. Ice rinks, curling rinks in Munich. And he's kept it clear. He's peeled off that guard, and even I think he was trying to play the hit and roll to make a corner guard, but sprang it out. So everything's open and free for the Japanese team.
ウェイトだけだよ。ちょっとあるね。もっとあるね。14.2。
Yeah, so I think what we'll see from both sides is not want to score in this first end, just try and blank it and retain last stone advantage. That's certainly what Team Baumann will be looking for.
Yeah, fairly low risk strategy, I would imagine, for the first couple of ends, just to test each other's games, test the ice. As they've had a lot of curling today, so they want to make sure that they don't waste it by being too ambitious too early.
Yeah, hangs around in the back 12 foot, so Morozumi will have to make a play in it.
Yep. Yes.
Yeah, they'll own this one
Working
early.
hard, this one.
Well, does enough to push it out of play. Is it going to hang around? Don't think so.
No, looks like it's cleared the back line there. So there's now Germany got a chance to turn it right around themselves. Maybe put one back in the same corner of the rings there. Force a mistake if they can.
Manuel Walter for Team Baumann.
9, 10.
Yeah, these guys have played a lot of curling this year. They've
9, 8, 9.
finished fifth at the Europeans, just missed out in the playoffs, losing to Norway in the last round robin game.
And then straight back onto the Olympic repechage event a week later, 2 weeks later, where they played another set of round robin. They didn't qualify ultimately for the trip to Korea, but again, that's a lot more international games, a lot more ice time.
Yeah, a little bit surprised they didn't qualify at that Olympic repechage championship or playoffs. Probably a surprise for me was Rasmus the Gerna.
The return of Rasmus Stern, yeah.
No! Come up!
Yeah, I think I would have had China as one of my favourites on the men's side to go through, but they didn't get through, and Italy and Denmark managed to qualify to get the last two berths in Korea, so well done them. But I say maybe some of the more fancy teams didn't have a good week, I think, possibly. So it's looking like it'll be a blank. That's what Baumann is certainly playing for from here. Control the end.
一応使ってないライン。LSD ぐらい。
Izuki Morozumi. Again playing this out turn. There's a lot of play down this left-hand side of the sheet as we look at it.
Certainly all the draws have been coming on that side, haven't they? Nicely done into the 4-foot. Alexander just be looking to hit half the stone, run himself out. Well, this isn't last stone, beg your pardon.
Yeah.
Just he was down the sheet, taking seconds off his clock. I thought he was just taking that as number 8 stone.
Yeah, both sides getting 32 minutes thinking time in this 8-end encounter.
Good.
Certainly a great addition to the game, the thinking time.
Yeah, there was a change recently, wasn't it? A few years back, where they changed it from playing time to thinking time, and I think that was a fairer way to play the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you got into attacking end with 15 draws, it could eat up a whole chunk of time, and then teams would compensate by playing a quick hitting end, and it wasn't really in the spirit of the game to try and do that. You were having to manipulate the time clocks. I think this thinking time is a better way down, a better way for the players to play.
Yeah.
We certainly both played for a very slow thinking skip, Kenny, didn't we?
Yes, I remember.
I don't know if he's listening in New Zealand, but
yeah, I remember about 3.5 hours for 10 ends. It was painful.
Yep.
We'll not name him though.
I think I've given quite a big clue there.
Yep. So we've got no score in that first end. Alexander Baumann just peeling that red Japanese stone out of play. So not much to really go through after the first end. Morozumi, he's quite keen to have a few stones in play. He's going to throw up some centre guards and try and make things difficult for Alexander Baumann.
I think so. I've seen a couple of his games, not on the screen, but just over the rest of the weekend, and they always seem to have lots of stones in play. Against Eden, against Brewster, there was stones everywhere, so I think that's what he likes to play. I think possibly his guard was just a bit almost too close there, Kenny. It was too much of a threat, and therefore Baumann got rid of it at his first available opportunity. You could just drop it just a fraction shorter and give yourself a bit more room behind it. So underway in end 2. Stick in the out turn, but obviously the different direction. But starting off with the out turn again.
Yeah, is this one going to pull up short? It's not.
It's just crept in. Okay, well.
Yeah, but this is a good call. They're just going to throw up the corner guard, ignore the one top 12 foot.
Yeah, they want stones in play, I think, as well. They've got the hammer in the even end already, so they'll be thinking if we can score here, then, and more than one here, we're in the position that we wanted to be. So that stone's not a threat to them clearly at the moment.
Really good. Wenn dann Ryan noch ran. Ryan.
Just going to creep in a bit as well, is it? Just a short there.
Just short, yep. And to be fair, on this ice, because it's pulling so hard, you do need them quite tight to the house. You throw a centre guard, or a corner guard, sorry, 2 or 3 feet over the hog line, there's enough pull on this ice to get around it.
Yeah, but both hands either way, so it's a fine line between dropping them too short and too far, but
あ、もうあとクリーンがいいかな。曲がっちゃってる。あ、曲がっちゃってる。16.17秒だね。
Never right to be cagey. There's a lot of riding in this game. It's a chance to get through to the quarterfinals of a high-ranking event.
Yeah, for sure. Ranking points, prize money, all at stake here. Yeah, if you can make your way up the rankings, you're going to get an invite to these slams in Canada. So
it all leads to one progression, doesn't it? Everything's important. There's no bounce games anymore. These games all matter. The tail end of the weekend here.
Yes. Hard. Oh. Yep. Oh. 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 Shoot up. Yep. Yep. Yep.
yeah, nice shot. Pushes the red through and rolls the yellow to the wing.
Yep.
So now you're going to ask.
Morozumi's got a decision to make, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Go after the corner one or put his draw in first?
Yeah, he's going to go in. It's early enough in the end to have a go. But this is on a fresh track because they've come right out to this new side.
Working this one hard.
Just got to watch they don't get caught out.
Dragged that a long way. I think that's good sweep.
Yeah, a really good sweep from the front end. So drag that one into the top of the 8 foot.
As you said, the guard is far enough out that even coming round at a backline weight or a hack weight, you should be able to play the shot pretty easily, I think, and then roll another yellow out to the corner onto the side here. Like 2 in the wings. I think Japanese will not gamble at that point.
Save. Whoa. Yep. Whoa.
Good shot again.
Come. No.
Great shot. So now, what do you do if you're Morozumi? Do you make an attack on some of these yellows?
Yeah, he's not prepared to gamble that much. I thought he may have had to go at coming back round the centre guard again, but then you run the risk of the same thing happening again. There's a lot of stones in counting up. I think this is probably a good call. Try and bring the game back a bit to the middle.
Whoa.
Yeah, nice shot. Makes both yellows go away and keeps the shooter. Now it's how aggressive do Germany want to go? Do they want to just swing one around? I think the problem with playing this, Alan, is you play the hit and roll in behind the guards, you're going to be behind tee.
It can only go behind the tee, can't it? It's such a long roll.
Yeah, that would just allow then Morozumi just to come along and play the freeze.
Yeah, I think he gave 2 signals. One was a roll where he was only maybe rolling a couple of feet, and the other one was a big long roll in behind the guards. But it's not even hit the right side of the stone to make any roll. So little chance for the Morozumi team here. Guards are in play and an empty house. So just preparing some ice damage. I think one of the stones must have had a bit of grit underneath it, so just cleaning up the back of the ice. You can just see the scratching behind that yellow stone. Chance here.
Certainly got a better line this time. Just trying to keep this one up the hill at the moment. Just from the hog line in, you'll start to see this one move. Yeah, nice shot.
It's good there, good there. The Baumann team has to come in slightly less weight than previously, but I think the draw is still there. He can certainly push it
80!
Push it back through.
80.
So Walter for Team Baumann.
He's calling his team off. He thinks he's maybe just a bit touch high on the release.
Sip!
It's a good shot, isn't it?
Just trying to get this one to pull over. And slipped right past.
I think he knew that as soon as he let it go, didn't he? He was calling them off. I think he knew that he pushed his delivery just a touch wider of the skip's brush than he wanted, and unfortunately that slightly heavier weight, there was no comeback for it. It's a big advantage for Japanese team here.
Yeah, same shot. Just
Pocket,
round the
pocket,
centre guard.
pocket.
This line looks a little higher though.
ウェイトだけだよ、あとは。ラインはそのままで OK。
Having to go for weight.
Yeah, working hard this one
ライ
again.
ンはいい
So
よ、ウェイトだけ。
this one will cut more though because of the lack of weight there. Actually could end up in a pretty good position because of that, I think.
15.7。
Yeah, really nice. Stones perfectly in line now. Very difficult for Alexander Baumann to move everything.
Clear all three, I think so. Take them two at a time, I think, here.
Just got to watch, don't jam that one on the outside. So only peels the guard. Things not looking good now for Alexander Baumann.
No, I think two good shots in by the Japanese team, and that one miss previously left them a bit of difficulty. A good guard here will set them up nicely. Cut with them, and then Alexander will have a very small area to try and hit with his last stone, I think.
Yeah, so Morozumi just going to try and throw a centre line guard, protect them two reds on the centre line. So it's going a long way to move though.
Yeah. Sweeping for length, I think here is probably just a bit short than he wanted. They're trying to just take it as many feet as they could there. But I think he's left a gap through there. Certainly if he puts Alexander to the other hand was the only good thing about that, I think, but there's definitely a gap through that port.
Yeah, definitely. You should be able to make the double if you get fairly cute with the guard.
Double and roll behind that little left yellow guard there. Looks like those angles.
Ja, 20 geht, glaube ich, oder? 30 wird schon knapp. Okay. Mit 30. Ja.
Yeah, just talking about what weight to throw at this. Talking about split times.
Ja.
Generally, most teams will take a time between the back line and the hog line, and you can determine how quick they've thrown the stone.
Oh. Oh. Oh, gar nichts.
This one looks very high.
Gar nichts, gar nichts, gar nichts, gar nichts. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, all the way down they thought that was high, and he was calling them right off, so he's moved one. However, Morozumi can put a good second counter in here, then it's going to be really tough for Alexander to get in to score himself. You know, He's facing the stolen one.
6まで
It's great to see, Kenny, isn't it? All these international teams visiting Perth.
Yeah, absolutely. 7 out of the 10 Olympic teams are here.
Different line than the last one, certainly from his guard. He just overcorrected.
Was geht?
Well, does sit 2 though, so
Ein bisschen langsamer, 40. 40, 50. Ja.
will force Alexander Baumann to
Take his one,
Take
if he
his
plays
one,
it
yep.
properly, yep. Which the Japanese team will not have been happy with. They might have thought that they had a chance to score themselves, but second best is forcing Germany to only take a 1. Better throw than his first one, hopefully. He's come through this port on the intern.
Sauber! 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 Nur sauber!
yeah, delicate weight.
Sauber!
There's no panic in the sweeping, so I'm expecting good things here. Here it comes into the rings. Yeah, well done.
Yeah, score of 1 for Team Baumann. So his German side now lead 1-0 after 2 ends over Morozumi of Japan.
Naja, da müssen wir, glaube ich, wegen mehr Druck.
Jetzt haben wir den Hammer auch weg, das ist gut. Kurze
Ja.
Guard.
Die Spieler relativ aggressiv.
いやそれがずれてるのが俺の中で気持ち悪いんだよなのに速いって言われてもさ納得できないっていうかさ
Previous shot we saw Pat Simmons in the background of the shot. He's also had a long day in the ice. I think he lost his first 2 games in the tournament and is now still alive in the Sea Road, so he knows Perth ice pretty well now. He's never been off it.
Yeah, I think he's got a bit of a shock of the strength and depth of what's on offer here at the Perth Masters. Sebastian Schweizer gets us underway in the third though. Our feature game between Morozumi and Baumann. As we said before, this is a B Road final. A chance to book their spot in the quarter-finals.
On a night off tonight. Food, rest, sleep. Come back first thing in the morning in the quarterfinals.
Suzuki Morozumi.
ウェイトだけそうではラインはいいよ
To set up corner guard here. Looks like he's played it pretty nicely. Just drawn well off the centre tape there.
16.3
Yeah, the thinking is when you've got last stone, you want the centre open should you need to bail out and draw for your single point. If you don't have last stone, get things around that centre line to try and make it difficult for the opposing skip to score a single point.
Weißer Center! Weißer Center!
Linie ist gut. Bisschen rum, ja. Curl, curl, curl. Ho, ho, ho. Ah, schön, Sepp, gut.
Yeah, so through that one. Up tight, just
Yep.
protecting that yellow.
Yep, well set up by the German lead there. Suki Morozumi trying to come around the back of to both of those yellow ones.
Yes! 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 Tight!
Has he made it past the top yellow?
Whoa!
He has. Oh, well swept.
14.9 ナイスです
Well swept, that missed by nothing. Good stone there, probably could be critical and say it's gone behind the tee line, but I think given how much they had to seat that just for line, it's pretty good there. Anyway, Jeremy changing tack and coming in the in-turn now.
Yeah, Ryan Sherrard.
Spike! Yep!
Just looking to come down and rest against this red.
New path this one, we haven't seen anything on this hand in this direction, so guessing a little, but it looks like he's played it well here. Is he going to get enough curl on that?
Good. Get right.
Yeah, there's enough though.
Yeah, call. 前から前から
Morozumi sensing danger, so try and spring these two centre guards away, centre stones away.
Whoa.
So Yamaguchi for Team Morozumi. Doesn't make the double.
Sweeping doesn't get that double. Shooter runs off into the next rings away, but he didn't get the double, which is kind of what he was looking for. What do you fancy here, Kenny? Putting another guard on?
I would go into the
Okay.
Absolutely. Just a little bit to the left-hand side as we look at that one. So, just a guard being asked for.
Looks like he's got plenty of line at the moment to just try and catch the curl now.
Whoa! Schlagen! Oh, weg! Weg!
Ja, bleibt schon.
Sitz.
Wunderbar, sehr schön.
Sitz.
Yeah, it does make the guard, but a little bit too tight for me, Alan.
Yeah, you can see how close they are there.
And you might be able to
Take half stone and
the top yellow.
top yellow into the second one. Clear both of them.
Yeah, you might even get lucky and take the yellow down in the house.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Looks pretty thick. Yep,
Oh,
there you
as
go.
you called it, and he's got a second corner guard. Good call, Kenny. Yeah, the guard was too close, wasn't it? Just saying.
Yeah. See it
A
again.
yard further out. That triple's much harder to make.
Yeah, still pretty hard to make though, Alan. It's,
30.
Dabei ab!
Watching these good guys on the TV, I've come to expect them to make most shots nowadays.
yeah.
Ja!
I think the ice conditions have certainly improved over the years. And the stone,
Quality of the stones.
quality of the stones as well.
A
Yeah.
lot of weight.
The game being pretty much now professional as well.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's for me. That's been the big step up. Is the accuracy of the striking as the guys have played more and more curling.
Ning. Yep. Ning. Whoa. Pause it.
Well, makes the nose hit.
Makes the nose. I think they're just prodding Jeremy, see if they get a mistake, a hit and roll out. They can then use those 2 corner guards over on the right hand side.
Yep.
He's called that as he's let it go, so
Hard.
I think he must be inside the brush here, which
Yep.
he's trying to keep away from the guards. He doesn't want any play on that side of the ring. It's a good shot. Chance for the hit and roll now, although it would go slightly deeper than maybe you'd want.
Yep. Yes. Yes. Hard.
Well, this one's moving.
Yeah,
I think this one's going to overcurl Alan and completely.
Skip stood up out of his stance. I think he's thinking this is missed completely. Yeah, that was on release, wasn't it?
Yeah, just dumped it. Yeah.
Anyway, he's moved off the button, so he's taken a little bit of the heat out of it, but it's not ideal because it gives Germany the German team a real chance to put Morozumi under some pressure to make us one.
It's actually very difficult to place a stone in an awkward position.
Nee, macht immer den Roll. Nicht zu kurz, sonst geht er drum rum und.
Ein Double darf er machen, das ist egal.
Yeah, because
Ja, Double soll er probieren, das ist ja das Spiel.
You go in behind the corner, they're probably just going to freeze you.
yeah, you could just run too deep, then he can follow you.
Er kann schon besser legen. Ja.
You don't go quite round. You leave the double. It certainly doesn't really I don't leave anything on the left-hand side as we look down at now.
Ja.
A double take it and potentially the roll as well. So I think they're thinking just top 8 foot.
Yeah, top 8 foot on the left hand side. I'd maybe like to see them go top 8 foot on the right hand side.
In front of the other yellow.
Yeah. Make the roll bigger.
The roll then becomes 10 feet, doesn't it? She's cut the ice, so trying to get close to these guards. I think now he's maybe trying to get 3/4 in behind, in front of the tee. Leave it tough for Morozumi to follow him, to tap it. Spring open himself.
Linie gut. Linie gut. Vorne 12, Beißer 8. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Being cautious with this one, they don't want to take this too deep.
Ja, Mann. Ja.
Was geht? Fest. Weiter,
Ja.
weiter.
Exactly where it is.
Was geht?
Oh.
So for me,
Oh.
bad call, played badly. Alan.
A double whammy.
Yes.
Ei. Ei.
Aber Linie war gut.
Bad call, played well is never usually the wrong shot.
No. Well, so Yuzuki Morozumi can follow that one. They're trying to probably lock this, I think.
Yeah, just looking for it right in on top of that yellow.
Turn the pressure back onto Alexander to do the same. Any spring, then Morozumi's going to have a shot for 2. So small thing is it was a mistake by the Japanese boy to put the one over to the left when he just clicked off the button. You've got to turn that asset into your advantage as soon as you can. Just let him off the hook a bit here.
あっちまでラインつく前行かんYes!ラインも Yes! Yes! Shot that!
Yeah, certainly got past the guards. All about the weight.
He's got the weight, I think, as well. Just holding it fine.
Just a little bit firm. Just a little bit firm.
I wonder if they thought maybe if they came up it was just going to drift too much onto the right hand side there and hit the low side. trying to keep it more. They were more worried about keeping it in line, I think, than
Was macht dann? Dann legt
the
einer.
correct weight. So, little chance just to flick this one out, actually.
That's harder as it looks. It's not a lot of distance between the two stones.
Gamble and try and get the low side. Tight to the guards, push it back towards the hack. No.
I think I might be tempted just to play the same shot again. He's played with his first one.
Force him to the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, although he had the advantage, he was never really lying in a position where it looked like he was going to steal the one without another Japanese mistake. However, they're working at this one hard from his release point.
He did get cute to the guard.
But not deliberately.
No. I think they were certainly trying to take it the other way.
And everybody relax. So it leaves most of the 8-foot rings for Yuzuki to draw to for his one to level up the game. Just still got to make it. That was close to both those reds the way it was curling. Must have been very close to the second one by looking at it there.
今と一緒
Yuzuki Morozumi seems to have been on the international scene for a number of years.
Yeah, I can't think of any other Japanese teams that I've seen in any other events in recent years. I'm sure there are some junior guys coming through behind him. This guy's certainly dominated the Japanese scene for a number of years now. Super draw though.
Yeah, makes the one and ties the game. So after 3, it's Morozumi 1, Baumann 1.
14 5じゃあもう予想通りだよね結構吐いたけど 14.5 だった6ってたね
Ja, zum Schluss ein bisschen ist schon perfekt. Läuft eben.
Ja, viel Spaß.
Yeah, there you see the scoreboard. Blanked first end. Baumann forced to take one in the second. And Morozumi likewise forced to take his single point in the third.
Morozumi hopefully put a few guards in play here. We can expect him to try and steal or force the Germans into one here. Just looking out across the arena here, and every game is tight. There's no runaway matches down there at the moment. This deep in the weekend, these are all teams that are still playing well. The games are all going to be tight.
Well, interesting call.
90!
T-line!
Mit T-line up!
Electing to play the split on the centre guard. I like this.
It's a shot you normally don't see in the fourth end of a game.
Well, you say that, Alan. Rachel Holman does employ this tactic quite a lot.
I think it happens quite a lot when the opposition lead has put down a mid-length guard.
Yeah.
If they're out short or up tight, I don't think they would play this shot. But I think once you've got this mid-length, you've got a chance here to do exactly that. And he's now ended up with two beautiful corners.
Yeah, great shot.
That might be his shot of the weekend.
Yeah. Not a lot of people call that shot.
No, as I say, I think the first guard has to be in a certain zone for that to be able to work.
4 rock free guard zone here at the Perth Masters. Certainly looking to probably explore the 5 rock rule next season.
Yeah, there's going to have to be some thinking on my part to work out how that's going to work next year.
Yeah.
Different game scenarios, where the rocks are likely to be, what you're going to do with your seconds first stone, and you can no longer just immediately hit. So there's lots of thinking, lots of research required here, I think, for all the teams. Some of them have already played it on slam events in Canada, I think, but every event, I believe, is converting to 5 rock rule as from the start of next season.
Oh. How much? Yep.
So he's going for it again, I think, Kenny. He's now Japanese replaced the centre guard. I think he's going to go for this tick again.
Yep. Whoa.
I thought he might have used one of his corner guards here.
Yep. Yeah, right. Yep.
Well,
Played it again. And
That's good. That's good.
I think he can just move it home for the night. That's fantastic.
Yeah. Can't say I remember you playing 2 tick shots, Alan.
Not when called. Usually when I was trying to come round the first guard.
There's a lot of ice there, isn't it? See that right out in the 12 foot. So they're fully expecting this one to draw right in behind the 2 reds.
All the way from there.
Or is he just
put
the centre guard?
Another guard, possibly. It's messy if there's then 5 out there. Putting it back, so decision now for Ryan Sherrod whether to no, he's taken off that one. This is not tick weight, this is full peel weight.
You can't really get anything else with this.
Yep. Yep.
Well, it's not what he was after.
No, not at all. They were quiet all the way down, suggesting he was on the high side, and it's ricocheted into one of those corner guards, bounced back. It's just got a tiny bite. That's just double whammy. Comes back there and just spins into the ring. So Japanese team could get another guard on this now. Sense there could be a bit of danger for the German team.
Okay.
Places the centre guard. Alexander calling for Ryan Sherrod to do a clean peel off this time. Simple stuff this time, gets it correctly. Interesting to see if Alexander Baumann has any clothes in his suitcase back at the hotel. I think he's wearing 3 tops underneath his team top and his woolly hat.
I can't say we've had too many people complaining about the rink being cold down there. There's a few guys out in t-shirts, to be honest.
Yeah, he's maybe just a bit under the weather.
Yes. Yes. 最後。もうちょい。Okay, nice PR. 17.9.
So guards are there. Too sure there's going to be any change of strategy here yet. I'm just going to keep peeling this guard off.
Ich würde den immer schießen, aber die ignorieren unseren Außen immer aus. Okay.
Just looking for another clean peel. Catch the other red one again. He's done the same again. He's clunked this one through this time, so it's a handy shot that, because it's opened up both hands in case Alexander needs to draw the forefoot with his last stone. He's now got a root in on either hand, so that's actually a pretty good shot, I think, that one.
Yeah.
Not as damaging as the earlier one, which poked a red in. That's definitely a more useful shot.
Clean Kosuke. Clean Kosuke.
So at some point, someone's going to take the initiative and play some stones in the house.
Yeah, I don't think that one that's just biting the front ring's the winning stone this end.
Yes, 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 yes. 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 Watch out. Watch out. Yes. Yes, 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 yes.
So guard number 6. It's very short, that one, though. It's just out by the Tour logo there, so it's pretty short, that one. He might change strategy here and try and do something this time. Yeah, he's no longer peeling. He's thinking he's got a route to the in behind that now.
Drauf bisschen.
Linie ist gut. Hier. Set.
Länge ist gut.
Just saying that the line's good, so there you see the line is going to pass both these guards with
Der braucht Länge.
quite a bit of room.
He's got enough running on that. This could be a really good shot, actually. He's going to get
Komm rein. Go, 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 go,
Weiter,
go.
weiter.
just underthrown, I guess.
Sehr schön.
Well swept by his team.
But they won't able to see too much of that that yellow stone.
No, they can come in, tap back weight, low running weight sort of thing. Whether they then have enough weight to push it through the rings, I don't know. So, it's useful shot by Manuel Volta there. Advantage, just a stone advantage there, having 3 yellows left to play against 2 reds. Just changes the pressure there. In-turn path to the button here.
Green. Line's good. Green. Green. Line's good. Yes, yes. Yes.
Needing this for weight, I think.
Yeah, it certainly is. The sweeper's going really hard on it. Got it past the top red. Have they got in enough to get it past the yellow? Great scrub by the
Well swept.
front
Well
end.
swept. I don't think that was getting past the yellow, but just kept that going the extra foot. Made a big difference there.
Oh, it's tucked it in. Really nice.
Wie schnell? Ja.
Alexander's got a chance though here. He can come round everything. Bit of running. Hit the yellow one that he tried previously. That should pop the red one out a little bit. Might not lie any yellow counters, but the red at least would be a bit more open.
He's got to be careful though. It doesn't
Oh yeah,
want
can't run by it.
No, and also can't afford to just catch half stone and leave a possible double, because the yellow might spring out into the open. So lots can go wrong with this shot.
Schnell. Yep. Yep.
Played it with a bit of running, so
Hold. Whoa. Whoa.
it's called the sweepers off there. They've responded.
Achtung. Yep.
Is it coming now?
Yep. Yep. Hard right. Go, 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 go.
Has he rolled the shooter enough?
He's done it far enough, I think. Certainly done as we thought he could do, but whether he's just left a danger of the double looks okay.
Yeah, looking at that, I think he could come down at quiet weight and play a double. He only needs to move the second yellow.
Yeah, he doesn't need to.
So,
Yeah. Just see down the line of the rink, we might be able to see this. Trying to get that second counter out of sight.
Yeah, I think you can come down just at quiet weight, catch as much as the yellow you can see, and it'll go on to the other yellow. Leave yourself sitting two.
The one inside the 4 foot's actually further up the rink, so he can get the back of the second yellow.
Anything more than half stone is perfect.
He only needs to move it
a foot,
3/4 of the way out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't actually have to move the yellow right out the house, as long as he keeps his shooting stone.
Yes. What he doesn't want to do is go right through the gap, which would be disastrous for him, but they're not sounding like it's doing that. Has he got enough to... Oh, he's feathered that one. Oh, well.
He was fortunate there.
I think fortunate covers it. Goodness me. That must have gone, because they weren't sweeping that early.
Nope.
Sorry.
Oh, he's
At least he's apologising.
gracious enough to apologise. He said it with a big smile on his face. I don't think he's totally sorry, but one of the good things about the sport is that little flukes and lucky breaks like that are usually apologised by the offending team. And you have to accept that, don't you? You have to smile and grin and say, you're okay.
Yeah, so final rock of the fourth end for Alexander Baumann. Just needs to be fully 8 foot for a score of 2.
Hat Auflage.
I think
They're just nursing this one down. I think they've got an extra couple of gears if they really had to sweep this far.
Yeah,
super shot.
So big score of 2 in the fourth for Baumann. They now lead.
Scoreboard a little bit.
Yeah, 3-1 after 4 ends. Very, very interesting end of curling.
So ein Spiel war zwar eher im 8., aber ne, war gut.
Yeah, that all came about because of that ricochet peel that ended up touching that Japanese stone just to the top of the 12 foot there. Kind of changed both teams' strategy a little bit. Actually made for quite a good end of curling. So, advantage Baumann just at the moment as they rack the stones for end 5. Which team do you think is going to looking good for tomorrow, Kenny? Not from this one, but from all the teams that are likely to qualify. Eden?
I don't think you can look past Nicholas Edin. Fine form, turned over Thomas Olsrud quite convincingly
this morning.
Yeah, but he's never actually managed to pick up the trophy here at Perth Masters. So
Tom Brewster's usually in the mix from Scottish point of view. He's got
got
an altered team this year, so they're still finding their feet. But he's got a good record in Perth.
He's got a great record here at the Masters. Won it 3 or 4 times, I believe.
Very good.
Yeah, 3 times he's won it. First one was in 2001, and 2004, and 2010. Oh, 2017 actually.
I was going to say,
yeah,
there's another one
it's
there
yep.
somewhere.
Yep. Sure, the
2017 team has been scattered to the winds. Glenn Muirhead up currently with Kyle Smith, Ross Patterson, in all different teams now. Right, we're back underway in end 5. German lead has put one into the top of the forefoot. Japanese corner guard. So conventional start.
Yep.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how Morozumi
Geh da rein.
approaches this, having to chase the game.
So weitergeht. Komm, komm, komm.
The 8-10 game is
Oh.
so different to a 10-end game.
Yeah, two down with 5 to play.
Yep.
Let's say he wouldn't be panicking. He'd say I've got potential scoring ends in 3 out of the next 5 ends. I think I can overturn a 2-point deficit, but in a 4-end game, one of them becomes a blank. All of a sudden, you're just running out of time. But having said that, it can go the opposite as well. If he gambles too much here and loses another one against the head.
Top it. No line, no line, no line. 吐くなら外から。
You don't see too many big comeback wins in the 8-end game of curling. You see them in 10-end games. You don't tend to see them in 8-end games.
15秒。
Here's good.
Yeah, so Alex quite happy with the way things are sitting, so he's just going to throw up a centre guard.
Drei. Wo? Oh. Wenn dann da. Wo ist er? Whoa. 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 Yep.
That's when
That one's really gone there. Just the last time he said whoa, it's picked up, I think. The last time he said whoa and Manuel Walter lifted his brush, it must just have caught something coming off the bottom because that's just gone sideways.
I
think it was tight. I think it was tight all the way. Sorry, Ken. I think it
Yeah.
was tight, but they were sweeping it, and then he maybe just realised it wasn't going to make it. He said whoa, and it jumped another foot over extra. So, and turned into sort of a bit of a corner guard there. So, he's giving the Japanese team a small chance here.
Yes, it didn't have a lot of rotation on the stone either.
バンパーでいいや。
Coming in with a bit of pace on this one, trying to use the middle red one to do some damage here, spring the reds apart. I think he's got enough separation between them.
Yeah, he has.
10.4。
But
Ah, the
you've
roll
got to
is
think
good.
the
The roll is
just play the nose double.
80. 80. Yep. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Hard. Whoa. Yep. Whoa.
Has he made the double? I think he has. That red's going to spin out.
I think he's just managed to get the yellow covered a bit at the front as well with the angle he hit there. I think he's just in behind the guards. Yeah, 3/4 hidden. Morozumi sees a chance to attack here. He's coming on the intern through the gap, round the staggered guards, trying to get all the way to the 1 foot or 4 foot, I think here.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Has he
Whoa.
got line right. Just maybe a little heavy.
Yeah, a lot of sweeping for line. It just cost him. It's probably too big anyway, but certainly having to sweep that hard for the line early on just cost him a bit of length as well. Not even lying shot. You just about got away with it if you'd been the shot's done deep, but it's not even lying, I think. So Germany trying to play the same shot, trying to race to the button on the in-turn here.
So Walter.
Yep! Yep! Acht! Whoa! Oh, 9! Whoa, whoa, whoa!
I'm saying this one's heavy.
Change their weight call halfway down there. Oh goodness me! Right, well we've had to adapt to the
Need to go on this one.
feather off that red.
Hej, hej. Skidt ner.
Goodness me! I think that was poorly communicated from the off, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Du er i spidsen. Ja, det er. Ja, absolut forstanden. Ja.
Yeah, certainly not his best throw of the week, because now it's set up a double in the top yellows.
Yeah, I think if they'd got their sweeping call correct there, I think they would have tried to get the one brush on the curling side and tried to push that away from that red more there. Feathered less of it. 3/4 of the way down, they changed that from an 8 to a 9.
Yeah. Well,
Taking 3 shots between the teams to get there, but I think they finally got one in a good position.
I'm a little surprised they didn't play the double.
I think the way they're just slightly staggered, I think he would just have left the red on the right hand side. That one's the one on the centre tape is in front of that one you see there.
Yep.
Backline. Up.
2 inches the other way, I think he would have gone for the double.
Ja, same weight.
I think you've still got a good chance of scoring a 2 if you...
Yeah, I think he's runs the risk here of German team just coming down and following that one, cutting down his target area.
Whoa!
Must be able to I think he can maybe see a touch because he's looking to tap this away. He's feathered the guard on the other side this time.
Has he got lucky and hung around in the
Sit.
back ring? He has.
Okay. Schade.
The problem here, Ken, is if he starts looking at the double now, he's put that red in a position where he could almost catch one of those yellow, the tight yellow stone.
Yeah, that's why I probably would have taken the double at the first
earlier
one.
on,
Yeah. He's really got to catch this one perfect. Not a lot of weight. Playing it with some control.
Controlled double takeout. He's maybe
Well,
I don't think that's helped him too much. Taking away one of the German tap-up stones, I guess, was maybe what I was worried about there, but he's not really manoeuvred anything else into a good position.
it's not too bad, that one, to be honest. I think he's maybe got... You can see half the red at the top. On the centre there, he could ram it back onto the yellow that's in the 8 foot.
think Baumann tries to hit the button here.
Ja, das stimmt.
Yeah.
Wenn man hier mit rausrollt,
And even
was
if you-
wahrscheinlich ist, dann macht den.
Go right back and freeze the back red.
Yeah, back here or something. Just as I said, that would then
Genau, T-Line,
eliminate
huh?
the red that Morozumi could attack next. But,
I think what he's got to do here is play the scoreboard. He is 2 up. Ensure he doesn't give up a silly 3. Alexander Baumann for
Schau ein bisschen Brauch ab.
the Germans, playing skip
T-line.
stones,
Linie
just
sehr
needing
gut.
to
T-Line.
find a piece of the button in
T-line.
behind these guards.
so
Fest.
they're liking the way they've called down T-line.
Fest.
If he can get it round, I think he is well played.
Fest. Weiter, 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 weiter. Weiter, 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 weiter,
Hart.
weiter.
Yeah, gets in for a shot.
Yeah, I think so.
Hat lange gebraucht, bis er kam.
Ewig lang.
He might come chasing this one. Yeah, I think so. You can see 3/4 of that yellow. So come down and try and push that diagonally across. Keep his shooter over on the right hand side of the 8 foot.
Yeah, so around hack weight maybe. If anything, what you want to do is be tight with this one.
Play the shot that you called a minute or so ago and see if it went wrong. That would be that's his second shot, but that's quite a long way inside now, isn't it?
Yeah, error on the professional side is. Mizuki Morozumi.
It's a good shot by Alexander. I think that's the scoreboard shot because if this unravels the way it looks like, it's probably only going to be a 2 for Morozumi. But I think he's going to play this shot you've called.
He needs to call them off early if he's going to hit the guard. So,
Oh my goodness!
that's what he couldn't afford to do. If you're going to hit the guard, just get off the sweeping.
Just realise it soon. Yeah, just.
Nice pick.
So feather the first one, feather the shot stone.
Hat halt dann den Draw, aber
Yes.
den.
Den soll er machen, ja.
Yeah, so from
Guard.
Morozumi looking in a strong position, now he's in a lot of trouble.
That's a big error, that one, isn't it? Alexander can cover this in turn tap up line.
No,
That's the only
Morozumi's got
one.
to find the button for his shot, isn't he? That's a big mistake, that one.
Well, he does have the.
You could afford to half the stone he was going out and roll your shooter.
Ja, gerade hier drüber.
Ja, da passiert gar nichts.
Yeah, I think he might be tempted to throw this one quite tight to the house rather than long, like they're saying, just to prevent that.
There's a drive on this
Yeah.
corner left red one. Difficulty speaking. It's a tough shot, but it is there.
Warten!
Oh, no Linie. Oh.
Warten!
Curlen.
Kerlen, Manuel! Am Schluss viel!
Hart, Manuel. Rum damit.
Fest, was geht?
Hart.
Fest!
Just got on a bit of a straighter line there. That was similar to the one that Manuel Walter threw.
Kam gar nicht.
Just didn't quite get enough draw. He's reduced the gap, but it's
Der kam gar nicht.
Hä? Ja. Aber ich weiß noch nicht, warum sie warten müssen.
Yeah, so there's a gap there now, so Morozumi could come down and just chip that red onto the yellow. Very difficult to hold it for a 2.
yeah. I can't visualize this one for a 2. To get enough pace to come round the guard and draw and chip the red and push the yellow far enough away. But having said that, he might well prove me wrong.
Yes. Whoa, whoa. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Must be close there, on and off for the sweeping. He's past the top one.
There we go. Has he played it? You're right. Couldn't hold it for the 2 though.
Yeah. So
good shot though.
Yeah, certainly
good
is.
shot.
Yeah, certainly a good single for Morozumi. So we see it once more. Swept it early just to keep it up the hill.
So either way, Germany will be happy with the outcome, I think.
Yeah.
They might have liked to have taken the 1 themselves to go 3 up with 3 to play. But, 1 up with the hammer with 3 to play is also a pretty strong position.
Yeah, nice shot from the skip. You see it. No stolen ends so far. Plenty of opportunities though to make some steals.
There's been more stones in play, so always increases the likelihood. Just not quite positioning the final stones correctly. I don't think either skip there. Well, for want of a guard there, I think if one good guard in there, that would have been that was a 2-point swing eventually, wasn't it?
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, nice.
Yeah, so tight guard being called.
T-line.
So one of the other 6-7 games that is on at the moment is the other B-Road final between Van Dorp from the Netherlands and Cameron Bryce, who I think is normally playing out of Perth these days, as he's the development officer here. Similar situation. The winner goes through to the Sunday play, and the loser goes on to another game tonight. And that is a very tight game. It's 3-all. Bryce has the hammer down the 5th. So we'll just keep it the score update as we go through the commentary on that one as well.
Shoot up! Shoot up! Yup, yup! That's good, good.
He tried his famous tick shot again there, Kenny, but it was a bit closer to the rings. He's played it well. Pushed a stone in this time.
Yeah, either way, it's a good shot.
Takes the play into the rings, doesn't it?
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
once the seconds are playing, they're hitting stones in the rings.
Yep. Is this one going to pull up in time? I think it is.
Yes, 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 more, 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 more. Okay, nice.
It's a rare chance for Schweitzer to play a strike weight. Sleeping this to try and get the inside roll, just not quite enough, but tidy enough. So Yamaguchi looking to try and draw in behind the centre guard.
コウスケコウスケクリーンクリーンクリーンクリーン大丈夫だコウスケイエスコウスケイエス Yes.
Yeah, so this one just sneaks over the hog line.
Changed his tactics a little bit, and he's actually gone for the one long, one short guard. So that's a different variation again that we're seeing from the Japanese team.
Yeah. Baumann now, it is a little bit difficult for him to peel that guard because he's got his two yellows fairly wide. If he got a little bit cute with the centre line, he could
ricochet back like he did a couple of times ago. So he's looking to clear this off the face of that wide yellow one.
Good right.
Nice throw.
And so things beginning to develop here in the sixth end.
Just looking to play the ultra short guard again. Skips come racing out to help them, but they got it over.
Wow, that's
now the skip will claim that he made the difference in that. That's the difference between a skip sweeping and the front end sweeping.
See the sweeping action, all three of them at this one, trying to get it over the hog line. Just doing enough.
Yep, 10!
Well, Ryan Sherrard right on top of the hog line with that one.
It's just flicking it off. Yeah. Never in doubt, Skip. Never in doubt.
They weren't too worried about it, to be honest. I think they were always catching something.
Kosuke.
So
just replacing it.
Yeah, just going through the motions now. Just continuing to throw up these centre guards. Eventually they're going to have to make a play and come around. I think they'll ignore that yellow that's out wide.
He's eyeing this one up as potentially just flicking the wide yellow one as well.
Okay, good.
If he just flicked that yellow one, he might have just pushed it back in the rings, and then that changes the Japanese team strategy as well. I mean, it's a high tariff shot, but he did have a quick look at it.
Yeah, so we're into the second stone for the thirds. So electing to play the draw in behind. I think I might have been tempted to throw another guard.
One more
guard. Just run a few more stones through. Yeah, he has elected for the guard.
He's played his guard as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, good shot there. However, this time Germany have elected not to do the peel and are going in first.
Wow. I'm
You're amazed by that? I think it boils down to this. We've got 3 shots, you've got 2 left. I think it's just for that imbalance between the number of stones actually becomes quite important.
yeah.
Neun. Ja. Hart.
You can get yourself in trouble by doing this, though, Alan.
You definitely can, and especially as he's thrown it in a position it's going to end up. Yeah, exactly.
Drifts back of the tee, so if Morozumi could ever throw one round right in on top, he knows that that's the wrong call now.
Yeah, he could have taken that deeper. I think he was quite close to the yellow ultimately, but you know, if you're going to play that shot, cut down the risk of them being able to freeze in it by taking it as far through as you can. I think once you know it's heavy, take it as far as you can. So play it heavy, but once you know it's heavy.
So, real good chance for Suzuki Morozumi to get round in on top of this. Line looks really nice.
Line does look good. He's not even going to need the yellow one. He's
Just to take a seat though. Well, just over curled maybe.
Yeah, it looks pretty good, but as Kenny says, it just half a stone too far on the out-turn curl there. Just cost him a real unbeatable shot. A chance here for Alexander to play the other hand, and play either hand in actual fact, but I'd like him to change.
Yeah, if he could ever just come down, back 8 foot weight, push the red through, roll underneath. You're looking as if you're going to be good for picking up the win.
Time to work this hard. There's another guard to get by yet. If you've got the weight, he's good now.
Super shot.
Yeah, that's well played. Well swept, well thrown, well played. Good team stone there. Throws it right back at Morozumi to try and play a good one.
So what do you do now if you're Yuzuki Morozumi? Do you come down and just try and freeze the top of it?
The game situation suggests that you're trying to play a similar shot to his last one. He played the out turn, freezing it, and hopefully try and restrict German team to 1. Having said that, he's looking at the other hand, and he's going to try and, I think, count the shot here, which the margin on that is much less than just drawing onto the face of it in the other hand. But if he comes a touch wide and a touch heavy, comes onto the red one, Alexander can follow him for a 2 that way. It's difficult. So advantage Germany. Yuzuki Morozumi is going to have to pull a big shot out here to avoid going a few shots down as we get to the closing stages.
Yeah, real key shot in this game. Looks to have a lot of running on this one. This one's holding straight with the.
This is certainly not much heavier than I expected him to play. It comes onto the face of this red one. We know that shot's now manageable. He's just shown Alexander exactly what he needs to do. This is a shot for a 4, I think.
Yeah, certainly it's a game winner for Alexander Baumann. Make it past the guard, push the red through, score 3, and you've got to think that it's game over.
3 makes it 6-2-4. Times they need one more. Yeah, I think they would looking at shaking hands. I can't imagine they'd want to be carrying on too much longer, given they would have another game to play tonight, the losing team. So match point here for Alexander Baumann.
It's a lot of weight though. He's played a lot of weight at this one. This one needs to move.
Perfect.
Oh, perfect
Good shot.
And picks up 4.
1, 2, 3, 4, I think. And a meeting in the middle. Yep.
Yeah.
Hands are being shaken. So great last stone. 2 good ends actually coming back towards the bar end here in Perth. Played by the German team. 2 and then a 4. Just opened up the scoreboard and never looked back.
Yeah, so 7-2 the final score between Morozumi and Baumann. Baumann progressing to the quarterfinals.
Yep.
Morozumi will drop down into the.
He's into the C Road. C Road. Last game in the C Road, which I think is 8 o'clock tonight.
Yep.
We don't know yet who he'll be playing. There's all the other games in the C Road are still got ongoing. No clear-cut runaway winners yet, so we won't know yet who's playing till later on in the evening. But I believe, Kenny, you're back on again tonight.
Yeah, sure are, for the final C Road games, and I'm sure there'll be some interesting matchups. But if we're going to take a look at the scoreboard, Baumann, the real game changer was that 4 in the 6th end that closed the game out. Morozumi looking to chase the game and just couldn't quite get a roll in with his final stone. Left it open, and Alexander Baumann removed it from play and scored 4. I'm sure he'll have a relaxing evening.
Yes, he can put his feet up, get over whatever little bug he's managed to pick up, and come back fresh in the morning. As you can see there, the other scores are available on the worldcurl.com website. Yeah,
so here's some of the action from that game between Morozumi and Alexander Baumann. So this event really wouldn't be possible without event sponsors: Mercure Hotels, Perth Honda, Perth and Kinross Council, Earnside Coaches, Live Active Leisure, many other sponsors and people giving up their time for this fantastic event.
It's a very well run event. Good organising committee. Well looked after for many years.
Yeah, it really is a championship to win on the World Curling Tour. So that's it from the B final. From Alan and myself, thanks for listening.
Good night.